is going to be 3 things that I wish I knew before my first ultra marathon. Stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to give you 2 tips that enabled me to get to the finish line of this 50K. So number 1, the thing that I wish I knew, okay, salt. You need to have as much sodium as you can. I've learned that through this race that I'm a cramper. So it was, this is the Frozen Run Trail for us. This was a run in December in Oregon. It was cold, it was like 34 degrees in the morning, but the sun came out, probably warmed up to high 40s, maybe 50 during the day. And I started cramping around mile 25-ish. I cramped so bad that I actually thought that my race might be over. So basically what I was doing is trying to get to aid station to aid station and find as much sodium in what they had there as possible. Number 2, to go off of the salt, no sudden movements. I'll relay a story. So basically I'm on the 3rd of 4 laps around this mountain, right? And I get to this aid station. I was telling the guy that, I had stubbed my toe. I kind of cramped when I stubbed my toe because I got out of position, my normal running position. And he says, no, you can't do any sudden movements at all because you are likely to cramp. So what he means by that is like when you're running the same form the whole time. If you kind of like kick your leg out, if you kind of do something weird with your body tends to cramp up, which is exactly what happened to me. So what do? We come around to the last lap and there's the photographer there, and I thought I was gonna be funny, and I jump up in the air, I do a heel click, and as I land, my whole entire body locked up. Like both legs locked up. I was like on the ground. I hope there's a picture of me because I was like withering in pain. Thought that my race was over. I was trying to stretch it out just like you would if you got it in the at night. And luckily I was able to get it stretched out. I did exactly what he told me not to do. Was I went up, I jumped up, and I tried to do a heel click. Like, why the hell did you do that? And I was able to get back up and keep running, thankfully, but that could have very likely ended my day. Number 3 was I brought way too much food in my vest, in my running vest. There was aid stations, probably like 4 aid stations a lap, 3 or 4 aid stations a lap. And I brought a shit ton of food, basically. And I think why I did that is because that's how I had trained. Obviously, there was no aid stations when I trained. You're carrying all your food. The next time that I run an ultra, I'm not gonna bring that much nutrition on me. I'm just gonna go aid station to aid station and just go from there, get what they have, pick out what they have. You gotta research it ahead of time. Now, the bonus 2 tips, the 2 things that I think really helped me finish this race. Number 1, I think when I was doing my training, I did a training plan by Hal Higdon. I'll link it up in the description. And it was the Ultramarathon 50K edition. On that, there are back-to-back long runs on the weekends, which would be like an 1.5-hour run and then like a 5-hour run, or a 2-hour run and a 4-hour run, back-to-back. Now, your legs are dead on that second run, absolutely dead, which simulated exactly how they felt in this 50K, minus the cramping. But absolutely critical, I think, to the development of just those capillaries in your legs and really just overall mentally tough and staying in the fight. Number 2, I like to use music as a carrot. So what I mean by this is when I first started out running, I didn't use music, okay? And so I was just listening to my head, talking with people, and it was fine. Knowing that halfway into the run at about 15 or so miles, I was gonna take my headphones, I was gonna plug in, and I was gonna zone out. It was kind of my carrot to get to that 15 miles. I don't know, it's weird. It kind of gives you a little bit of more optimism. Obviously, when you listen to music, it lessens the pain, and my splits always get faster. I hope if you are watching this is gonna help you on your first 50K. It was really fun. It was a good time. My next plans are doing a 50 miler, so hopefully this summer, so stay tuned for that.